Life is
You just need to
brutal.
relax.
Life is not really that bad though. It's like a complain about it or just be
No,
like,
no, not at all.
I've accepted it. This is just how it is, you know?
All right, here we go.
Okay.
You ready? Rolling, Max. Rolling here into this camera right here. Go
Great.
ahead. Starting at 3:27 time.
Want to start it?
Go ahead when you're ready.
Oh, me start? Sure.
Should you?
Sure.
All right.
Sound check.
I like that where we look and look away. Look at me and then look away.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Harry and Kelly on Focus TV Network.
Welcome back. We have Lila Hart, the awesome stand-up comedian, and she just started her own talk show called Small Talks.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so
Yeah.
excited to be here.
Yeah.
Harry and Kelly.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
What a cute name.
Yeah.
How beautiful. That's like your God-given name. That's not your...
Yes.
That is not your
Lila
station.
Hart.
I love it.
It's meant to be in lights
Your heart.
someday.
It is. It is meant to
hope
be in
so.
lights. Aw. We were stalking you, of course, before you come on.
Great, I love that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And I love your slogan is, I'm as tall as a parking meter in
Yeah,
LA.
an LA parking
Yeah,
meter. I mean, it's
love
just a
that.
great reference. It's an easy way to be like, I'm short, but as like a LA parking meter. It's a visual. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Everybody's
exactly.
seen an LA parking meter. And I'm exactly the
Oh.
same height as an LA parking meter, which is 4'6".
Wow.
Yeah,
I love.
So you're
4'6".
measured up against the parking meter?
Yeah, if I just noticed one day, I was like, every time I walk around the city, I'm like, I am the same size as this thing. So
You make a lot of jokes like that, I've noticed.
Yeah. Well, you know, here's the thing. And I've been doing
Self-deprecating humor, right? That's
It's
what's
the best
funny.
way to do
Dude,
it.
people laugh at when people make fun of themselves. I guess that's where humor comes from, right?
Yeah.
Right. I've been
Yeah.
yeah. I just think that people, you know, appreciate when you're being authentic, and I think the most authentic kind of humor is when you talk about yourself. And I do a lot of short jokes, but it's just because I have to establish,
Yes.
you know, and I just have to state the obvious. And then once I do that, I can get into other things that I like to talk
I
about.
love that. You kind of, you beat to it. Like, okay, we accept this. I'm short and a woman. Like, let's move on. Because I feel like female comedians have to do that immediately anyways and be like, I know I'm a chick.
Right,
So,
yeah.
but that's changing. That's changing, isn't
Well,
it?
I would say it's like, you know, it's different for female comics in the industry, but there's a lot of different things that are happening. So, you know, there's more opportunities to be given out now.
Good. It's changing. Things are
Changing, things are changing.
Things are changing.
And then you also did that one web series about, it's like Sex in the City, but the girls are...
Oh, I was on an episode of Little Women LA.
Yes.
Yes, I was on an episode of Little Women LA about a year and a half ago. I did stand-up comedy for the girls. The episode is a little bit controversial because the women didn't agree with me for my use of the
See,
N-word.
I was wondering if they were joking around or if they were serious. They were serious about that?
Well, I think that, you know, for the show purpose, I think the producers of the show wanted them to challenge me. So basically what happened, they got upset that I used the M-word midget in my stand-up comedy.
The M-word?
Yeah, that's called the M-word. But I'm so grateful for the fact that we were able to have that discussion on television. And, you know, it just brought up a lot of great points. And the thing is, it's stand-up comedy, and I'm never going to be politically correct in my stand-up comedy. I'm going to be real, and I'm going to keep it real all the time, you know. And it's like, if you have a problem with that, don't come to a comedy show, you know. And I don't tell jokes to
Yeah,
hurt
why would they get
people's
offended by
feelings.
that?
Right, I don't tell jokes to hurt people's feelings. I'm telling jokes because it's healing for myself, right?
It's healing for you because it's bothering you, so you want to make a joke out of it.
Right, and I don't. The reason that I even started stand-up comedy because a lot of the things that used to hurt my feelings, I now talk about on stage, and it's like it removes power away from that word. Like the word midget used to make me feel really bad, and now, I mean, it's nothing.
You took
know?
the power away from it.
Exactly.
By you having your own. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's important too. We need comedians. We need humorous people that are speaking the truth, you know? Not everyone can dance around and be politically correct all the time.
Like,
Right.
We need our pressure gauges in this world.
yeah, at least you're brave enough to like say stuff like that. Like, I don't know why they're hating. It's like, what would you rather me do? Like, make generic jokes? Like,
Right. I mean,
this is fun.
I just think that, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of that comes from people's own like insecurities. You know, I mean, I have spina bifida as well. So like, I guess technically I'm not like a little person.
How does spina bifida work?
So most people with spina bifida, it's a congenital birth defect, so it affects your spine. I've had over 7 major back operations and foot operations, so it's a miracle that I can even walk. Yeah. So doing stand-up and being able to talk about that, you know, there's not a lot of people who have spina bifida that are doing stand-up, so, you know, it opens doors for people.
I love that. I love that. You're so brave. And
she is brave.
Yeah, like you said, you're opening up doors. And I've never met someone who has spina bifida, so it's like very, very interesting and cool to meet you and just hear about your story. Do you have any pain from any of those surgeries, or?
No, I don't have any pain at all, and it's really a miracle. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't take pain pills, I don't do anything. You know, I really put my health first. Like this last year, I just decided to just go cold turkey on everything because I just, you know, it's a miracle that I can even walk, and I don't take my health for granted.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's cool.
Yeah, you're so confident too. I noticed that when I first met you.
Well, thank you.
You are. You're really confident. You're like willing to like joke around, and it's awesome. Yeah, don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to the haters.
You got
talent. Well, you know, it's so funny because when I was a kid, and the thing is, I'm little. I'm as tall as an LA parking meter. When I walk into a store or walk into a club or walk in anywhere, people are going to stare at me because it's intriguing. It's something different, right? You're going to look at something. If you see somebody who doesn't have an arm, you're going to look at them, right? Yeah. And I've accepted that. And when I would be with my friends, I would be upset, like, oh, I hate when people stare and blah, blah. I would think people are looking because I'm different, but they keep staring because I'm so beautiful. So how could you not? Like, you'd stare at a beautiful
That's why I was looking at you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking.
No, that's so cool. It's so true, too. You know, like humans were curious. Little kids always stare and stuff, but they're not meaning to be mean. They're just different.
You should just walk into and be like, look at me, like that.
Hey, that's kind of what I do.
There you go.
Star of the show.
Here she is.
I have an issue. I have an 8-pack, so everyone's looking. They're like, whoa, he's got more than a 6-pack. He's got 8 packs, and it's like, why are you always looking at me? You know? So I try to.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? All right, I can't help it.
I keep playing like Roxy, like Miss Hart in my mind from Chicago. Growing up, did you ever study the arts? Like, were you ever in musical theater or took comedy classes or acted or anything like that?
No, I mean, I did broadcast. My degree is from Washington State University, so I have a degree in broadcast productions with minor in political science.
Oh, nice.
So my dream was always to be a news anchor, newscaster, because behind the desk, you wouldn't know that I was this little, and that's what I wanted to do. But then a couple years ago, I just had this epiphany that stand-up was the way to get in, because like I would be going to auditions and people wouldn't hire me. I would, even for like jobs and stuff, it was really hard to get a job because people would just see my height. And I realized like if I became a stand-up comedian, they'd have to listen to me. They'd have to write parts in for me. And like that's how everything has changed. And it's opened so many more doors.
And you have to be funny too. That's the key. That's key.
It's stand-up comedy is totally different than any form of public speaking because it's not just talking in front of a crowd. You have to be funny every 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds
you have to be constantly funny at all times.
At all times, and it doesn't matter if you're funny in the beginning of your set. It has to go the whole way through. You know, and so it's a special skill. Like a lot of comedians can transition into becoming actors, but actors can't really transition into becoming a stand-up.
Totally.
And a great example of that is Robin Williams. You know what I mean? Amazing comedian, amazing actor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could never do what you do. I think it is so cool, so hard.
Thank you.
No way.
It's really
you have
hard.
to have guts. You have to have.
And you have to be willing to like say not bad. I don't want to say bad things about yourself, but you have to be willing to say things that.
You have to face your.
You have to face your demons, right?
It takes a certain level of confidence to be able to talk about yourself.
Yes, it does.
And not be afraid. You know, I was at the Hollywood Improv probably a year into comedy, and I was standing there and I was thinking to myself, oh my God, like I'm grateful that I have spina bifida, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be doing stand-up. Like I just wouldn't be. If I didn't have this disability, if I wasn't this small, if I hadn't gone through all the challenges that I went through as a kid, I would not be doing stand-up. And stand-up is the biggest gift that has been given into my life. It's just my comedian friends that I have met in comedy, just the whole comedy community is unlike any other community.
You're well known in the community now too.
Well, you know, I think
Do the Comedy Store a lot, right?
I go to the Comedy Store a lot. With the thing I love about stand-up so much more than like any art form is stand-up is still so old school. Like you can't just. You still have to like do the networking. Like you still have to do the face-to-face stuff. It's not like, you know, YouTube where you can make like dope videos all the time or like what, you know, just be like post pictures on Instagram. Like you still have to be in person with people. And there's like a level of respect. You got to respect the game, the hustle. Like some of the best comedians have been doing this for 20 years. You know, it takes a lot of time and commitment.
Insane.
Oh, so cool. So cool.
Thank you.
I couldn't even imagine.
So tough.
What's your favorite venue you've ever played? So you've done Comedy Store, like I'm sure Laugh Factory.
Well,
like,
okay, so but people don't even like. People always ask me like, "How do you become a comedian?
Yeah.
What do you do to become a comedian? How does this happen?"
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
There are hundreds of different mics throughout the week that we go to. Okay, so it's like these are open mics. You drive to an open mic. You put your name in this bucket. You sit there for 2 to 3 hours.
I've done
just
that.
to get on stage for 3 minutes. Okay, and you perform in front of other comedians who are not laughing at you, who are only focused on themselves. Right?
Yes.
So you go. So my schedule will be like on a Monday. I'll start at like 4. I'll go to a mic that's at a coffee shop. Then
And you're
I'll
not
go to
even
the
guaranteed to go
You're
up.
not even guaranteed to go up. You go to the Hollywood Hotel. Then you could go to a mic that's at the Comedy Store, right? And then you have to get the respect of the other comedians for them to think you're funny. And then you're gonna go to a comedy club, and then the booker has to like you, and that's how you get on a show. So you don't just like you don't just say, "Oh, I'm a comedian, get on a show."
No.
It's all this back effort that
And
is
it's years of open mics for some
Yes.
people.
For some
Years.
people, it's
And you'll wait
years.
online for 3 hours and then you'll wait inside and not go up. I can't even. I've done that.
insane.
I've done that. I've done open mics. It's tough as hell. I stopped doing it. I couldn't take it.
Crowd,
It's just.
I think would be the hardest.
It's just
part.
too much. It's just too much waiting and then rejection.
well,
Not because of you, but because of numbers, because of the lottery rejection. And
Yeah,
it's just,
but I,
yeah.
you know, I think that doing all these mics that I've done, it's very humbling.
It
You know,
is.
it's very humbling, and you earn your spot in the community.
You don't do open mics anymore, though.
I'm never gonna stop doing open
But
mics.
but you get shows now. You
Yeah,
get.
but I get shows, but I'll never stop.
You'll
doing
never
open
stop
mics.
doing
The
mics,
best
but-
comedians don't stop perfecting on their craft. Like I'll never stop going to a mic. You know, if anything, I've hosted mics, but it's great because that's where I practice different bits. Like I have bits that I'll do on stage. Like I have a perfected
Do you want
set.
to do any of your bits?
No, I can't do it. Here, you guys will just come to a show or check out my
All right.
Instagram. But I have bits that, you know, that I know are going to kill on stage. But then when I go to an open mic, that's where I can think of a joke. Like on my way here, I thought of something. And I'll go do that at a mic, you know, and I'll do that in front of my friends. And I'll work things out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the point of going to an open mic is to perfect your set, you know, to test out new
Yes.
things that you wouldn't necessarily want to test out on a large audience and bomb in front of them. Like I can bomb in front of my comic friends, whatever. You know, they can give me feedback and I can make the bit an even better joke.
Love it. Love it. Progress, hard work, dedication.
And your show's the name of your show's representative of your jokes because it's called Small Talks. Yeah.
Small Talk. It's on Channel 310 on YouTube. That's our network that we're doing. It's Channel 310. There's also a show called Blunts and Brunch on there with Arthur Hamilton. And then we have Secret Black People Meeting with Niles Abston.
And you did edit your thing on Final Cut Pro.
Yep, I do. We do all the editing ourselves. So
I recognize
you
this.
guys
I
have
recognize.
a nice studio.
I recognize the
is
sound
nice.
effects because I use those too when I'm editing.
This is
They're
great.
awesome
I like
sound
this.
effects.
TV so pretty.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It is.
Beautiful.
It
We
is
have a- we
beautiful.
just
I feel
have
like
like
I'm
a
at the
little
Getty
green
right
sheet.
now.
It's lovely. I know. We're like having tea.
We're having tea at the Getty.
Tea at the Getty.
great.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming on our show. We can't wait to see you live. I would love to come
Yeah,
see you.
absolutely.
see
I'd
a
love for you
set.
guys to come.
I would love that. That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
We can come support. Maybe Harry will do an open mic soon. You've inspired them.
Yes,
You have.
should.
I
Yeah.
know.
Thank you
stop.
so much.
Thank
you,
you for
guys.
coming
Miss
on.
Hearts.
Thank
Love
you guys
it.
so much.
Thanks, guys, for watching
coming
this
on.
episode of Hashtag Harry and Kelly.
That's it.
All right, stand there for a second. We're just going to do a quick intro into the episode, into that camera. So you'll say your name, you know, you're a comedian and the host of the podcast, and say you just had a great conversation with Harry and Kelly on their show on Focus TV. We talked about comedy, we talked about open mics, we talked about my podcast.
Okay.
Have fun with it. And then, stay to the camera at the very end.
And just say stay tuned, whatever.
So just go now.
Go now.
Lila Hart, stand-up comedian. I had the best time with Harry and Kelly on their show. Be sure to check out Small Talk on Channel 310 on YouTube. That's the name of my show. Thank you guys so much for having me. We talked about my stand-up comedy career, talked about going to open mics, and a bunch of good stuff.
Yay!
Cut that. Come on out. We'll take some pictures. Here you go.
Yay, that was awesome. Come
Thank
sit
you guys.
between us and we'll get a
What's
picture
channel
on.
310 mean? Does YouTube have channels now?
It's the name of
We'll
our
have her
YouTube
sit
channel.
between us. If you want to sit
Yay.
there.
All
And then it's, like,
right.
good in this one.
Wait,
I don't know
wait,
how
I
we-
need to sit on
Here.
something because
There we
I'm
go.
really short.
Oh,
Perfect.
perfect.
Way this will work.
All right.
Yay!
No, I'm hit by that. No. I've seen it. Yeah,
You were a little girl with big hair.
I like
All that
it.
matters.
Yeah. I love the hair.
Alright, move.
Okay.
Wait, my hair's messed up. Sorry.
Oh, this is so. Make a funny face now.
I can't really do that.
She's like, I just say funny things.
Do you have airdrop?
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it
It's
was
so good to see you.
great.
It was so nice to hear your
So much
story.
fun.
I loved it.
You guys are great. This is
Yay.
so fun.
Good.
How long
Such
have
a
you been doing
blast.
this show?
2 months,
How do I do eardrop?
right, Kelly? 2 months? Less?
3
3?
months. 3 months. So you go to oh,
Really?
there you go. Just like that. Yeah. Perfect.
Has it been 3 months?
Perfect.
It didn't go.
Oh, it didn't. It takes a second, but if you accepted it, it'll take a few minutes.
Oh, these are so cute.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
So cute.
I know, it's fun, right?
Yeah.
So fun.
You're silly.
Feel free to post it everywhere.
I will. I'll post it everywhere.
Do it. I dare ya.
Oh my god, you're so silly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming in.
What do you guys use today?
To be honest, I quit completely from everything for a while. And then I was in Barcelona on the beach, I was serving drinks, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. So I smoked it, and then I got me hooked again. So then I switched off once again.
This is our show.
Mine's $8. In Barcelona, they were 15. Yeah, crazy. It's quite expensive. So it's not a good habit to pick up.
It's so funny. No, this is like really inspiring. I'm gonna call my. We're all young. We're only in our 20s, and like we don't have it.
The prices are going
We're
up.
using one big MacBook.
Just because
He
it's,
sets it up. This is like so fancy and nice. We're
It's
going
legally
to
opposite.
What?
No, that's taxes. Yeah, yeah.
No, this is like fancy.
But very few people smoke
Well,
now.
you understand.
Before, everybody would be smoking on a 5-minute break. Nowadays,
But the show that I just edited tonight or today, I just feel like if I do more of these things, I can have.
Well, I have met a lot of cool people
Let's
through
be like, hey,
smokers.
invest in this or like.
Because you have,
You know what I
5
mean?
minutes where you're stuck
So
outside.
you guys have inspired me. But you just
Good.
rent out this place.
So, we have conversations for 5 minutes at a time.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
happy to
exactly.
like it or inspired.
Is this your place?
No, that's the last guess.
Alrighty, thank you so much. Good seeing you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Good seeing
See
you.
you later.
Yeah, of course.
Bye. Thank you. No, it's like this is inspired me. I need to get someone to invest in my show.
he's on crutches because he broke his leg from Beaver Dam.
To meet you?
To meet me.
That is a great excuse to be late.
Right? You're kidding me. I felt like I was like, oh, this guy stood me up.
Right,
Somebody
right.
somebody on Instagram.
Wow, that's the craziest thing in the world.
Isn't that wild?
When did this happen? Like recently?
Oh, yeah, sure, whatever.
2 months ago. Holy cow. So now you're shooting your shirts.
I know, like, I didn't even like the shirt, but okay, let me take some pictures.
You know, I actually think it's kind of nice.
From the back, I can pull it off from the back, but yeah.
You don't think it's nice from the I think it's okay from the front.
It's alright. I mean, I can't say anything bad. He broke his leg.
For you, yeah.
Aww.
That's the sweetest thing a guy has ever done.
Oh, that's like in the Double Horse Prada when she was a kid, and all the Hermes stars.
That's wild. Only in LA will that stuff happen.
Right?
Wait,
I took my car. Did he show you how we got hit? Was it just jaywalking?
He jaywalked in some hair.
It's not.
No. Jesus. That's crazy.
We need a UFC fighter on the
Wow,
show.
that's insane. I recently, I hit a guy on a bike. Well, he hit me really. So he was on the sidewalk, so it was a Hollywood turning onto the on-ramp. He was on the sidewalk on his bike, and I turned to make the right. He's driving fixie, so he doesn't have any brakes. So he slammed right into my car and flipped over the car. I thought it was my fault, so I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'll drive you to the hospital or whatever. I ended up, he was like, don't take me to the hospital, I'm insurance. I was like, I'll cover it, whatever.
This guy was too.
Yeah, yeah.
What,
So
I wanna
I
go
was
see
like,
my
whatever I
daughter.
can do for you. I went to the Verizon store, paid his phone bill for 2 months.
I don't
And I
know
fixed his
anyone.
phone screen because he broke his phone screen. I got home, talked to my friend, it turns out he was at fault because he was riding his bike on the sidewalk. Like, you're supposed to walk your bike through the crosswalks and stuff. So technically it wasn't my fault, but I was like, well,
Well, karma.
yeah, that's
Goes
what's
around. You hit your reverse mistake.
hopefully someday the future will occur. So my car has a quite big dent in it, so it's a
And he's got a new phone.
He was fine. He ended up being
Like
fine.
he's okay.
Yeah, we ended up becoming Instagram friends, you know, we
Okay.
talked and stuff. He's a cool guy. He's also an actor, you know, so I'm just glad I didn't kill him because it's just,
I mean, who
it
wants
is
that?
a crazy feeling to like feel somebody hit your car and then see them in the middle of the road, like in the rearview mirror. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
You did that?
I did that. Well, he hit me, kind of. Well, he was in the side of my car and he was on a bike and he ran into the side of my car. Yeah, bicycle. So it was a crazy feeling.
Sometimes I do that.
And I wanted to
I think I hit somebody. And then I can't see it. It looks like I got it, and I just curve around.
Yeah, yeah.
See
That's what I did.
Get somebody.
I,
Best feeling is when you didn't hit somebody.
I don't know that feeling.
Did you know that?
Yeah, it's so nice. I remember you told me that. I did.
Oh my god.
So, if you feel like you did it, and you didn't do it, so you see
It is.
Right.
See it like a bunch of
Did I really tell you about it? I was totally kidding.
See, but I was feeling it like mentally and physically for like 3 days. I was like, I felt my body get hit by my car. You know what I mean?
And then I think about it, and when you're running, and you hit something, you should feel like you hit it. You know, you can't not know it.
Right.
So if I'm not sure, then I try to say, well, you actually
That's
don't
great
know.
for you. I mean,
It makes, yeah, so, because I've done it. Take garbage cars too, sometimes on Arrow Road, I think I get there, and then,
Just so awesome. Yeah.
so far, it's like, come on in, that's where we are.
LA is not a good place for driving.
You think? I think LA drivers are great. I've never seen accidents. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, there's no accidents.
I'm from San Diego, and the traffic
Yeah,
is
it's traffic's different, but they're not accidents. These people know how to drive, and you know, there's just not a big. I think it's because they have those tow trucks. They sweep them off.
Yeah.
Which is a very smart invention.
That is true. I mean, the traffic here is not for bad drivers. It's for just amount of cars. You know what I mean?
Which is
It needs to be a purge.
that's okay.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
At least a
Definitely
driving
so.
purge where we just
I think everyone
make the
needs
driving
to.
test super hard.
They need to retake a test for everybody.
Everyone, yeah. Actually, I could fail. No.
Yeah, so I'm driving my mom's van right now while my car's in the shop. It's very embarrassing.
That must be hard for you.
Yes,
He has a nice.
it's a minivan.
Minivan.
It's a minivan. It's a bright blue minivan.
Don't you have like an Audi or something?
I have a
I wanna wear the shirt
convertible.
again.
Oh my gosh. So I'm stepping out looking like this out of a minivan. I feel like
Yeah, that's lifestyle.
yeah, pretty much. I'm like ashamed to go to the gym now.
Think so?
Anybody see me coming out of my car.
I think it's
Parking on the
cool.
farm.
I think it's cool when you mix high-low. It's my favorite.
You know, like I want to show up to the Oscars in like
Right,
a
you're
Peter
just
Civic
looking
or
at
something.
me.
Some
Yeah.
guys in the video, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Let's go down the
So
jet.
you're gonna sit here into that camera right over there, into this bottom left camera.
Okay.
This is the first time I'm not wearing a jacket in any interview.
Really? It looks. I like this shirt, man.
Yeah.
What like suits do you have
I'm
to
wearing
own for this?
Not that many.
Really?
I have like 4 suits, 5 suits.
Okay. I feel like you'd have to have like a large variety of suits.
Yeah, I used to work in an agency, so.
Oh, did you? What agency?
CAA.
Oh, you work at CAA.
Yeah.
Do you know Ari?
When I diet, he's like,
Ari.
Ari.
Ari in comedy. Ari Levine.
I forget his name now. Or his last name.
But I just got
genetics.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Oh.
Why did you quit?
not like a real ass.
I
wait,
was
you're
working
hosting.
out. It's hosting.
Really?
Full-time hosting.
How is it working at CAA? Is it crazy? Is it cutthroat?
It's really cutthroat.
Is it?
Unless you're doing well, it's awesome.
Yeah. With the agents too, it's cutthroat.
Not really. I mean, it depends what level you are. If you're a junior agent, it is. But if you're a senior agent, it's awesome.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it
You just
depends.
live in the
Depends
line.
who you are.
Yeah, you get
like
to go to
everybody will
events.
tell you a different story. Like people who are doing great, they'll tell you it's amazing, my
Right.
family, your friends.
Sure.
And then you have other people who go, it's
bullshit.
It's bullshit. It's abusive. It's like,
What?
Ready, guys?
Oh, yes. Lucas is here. Hi, Lucas.
Lucas.
He doesn't know me,
Yo.
but he doesn't know me, but I'll meet him after. Okay.
I should have put on makeup. I feel like I'm so shiny. Am I shiny?
Oh, my butt's
All I see is your ass.
No, you're not shiny. You look like an ad, as usual, as per usual.
Wow.
Looks like he models a lot, and he books like so many like watch commercials and like.
I'm doing another for movement watches. I'm real excited.
Yes, you are. He always just looks like he's like doing something epic.
When you said you could dress up or down, I was like, Kelly, you know I'm dressing up.
I know.
kidding me?
I know. Always looks epic. Like he's doing something really important, and we're just witnessing.
Hey, you do look epic, man.
Thanks, man. I need to steal that shirt from you though. I love pattern shirts. Big
Yeah,
fan.
this is I look like a pimp right now.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that statement.
Yep.
Because I am one. I'm a PIMP.
Yeah. Pimps around here. No, you don't look shiny. Oh well, no.
When I saw this on your Instagram for the first time, I was like, that is a really nice ass looking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And now you
I'm getting used to this. Hang on. I've never.
What the heck?
It has been so hot the past couple days, and it's blowing my mind.
I know, it's summer.
It was
so
like
gross.
90 degrees 2 days ago, which is
Crazy.
insane.
All right.
Look who it is.
Are you taking a video?
Yeah.
Hey, hello everybody.
And then Harry.
Hey guys, it's just me.
though, because he's doing something new.
I am. Let's get a video of this.
Is it the no jacket thing? Is this a new development?
You know, it's
It's a
new Harry.
hump day development.
Yeah, it's the first time I've not worn a jacket in
Instead of
any interview ever.
Transformation Tuesday, it's Wacky Wednesday.
I'm known for the jacket, so it's just this one
It's
time.
Wacky Wednesday.
All right.
No jacket in this interview for the first time ever.
Bold move, Harry.
How bold is that move?
Very, very bold.
It is, but look at that. The first time a guest wears a suit,
Clean.
and the first time this host wears no suit.
Are we talking the history of shows or?
How many episodes have you guys done so far?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah, we've been doing it for about 3 months.
And like multiple per Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wow,
Usually,
that's crazy.
I think 2 was our minimum, and then 4 has been maximum. But I think we're gonna go back to 2.
Do you still do the walk and talks? Like on downtown?
Downtown LA Talks lost funding. Was bought
No.
by Splash.
What's your
News
Instagram name
TV.
again?
Joselle.
Joseph.
Yeah.
What happened?
Josel.
Splash News TV was sold to another company.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so
you're not
they
doing
are
it?
dismantling all of their original content. So we
Oh,
lost funding.
yeah.
before now.
sorry.
Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I mean, we have all this stuff. What?
When did you stop doing it?
Because I stopped getting
No, I said,
paid.
when did you stop?
Oh, why? Oh, when?
It's a good reason.
Yeah.
It's a great reason.
Because we stopped getting paid.
Are you
Bye.
wearing your hair like that tomorrow? Bye.
Bye. You look lovely. Yeah, don't sleep on your face.
Okay.
Okay.
On your face.
Like Rapunzel does. We know it. That looks really pretty on her.
It does.
Yeah, like we stopped right before Christmas, and they all might get laid off too. It's so sad. I feel
Oh,
so
man,
bad
that's
for
a bummer.
them. Yeah, but
All
we
right,
have
we're
other
just
stuff
gonna
in
tuck the
the works.
wire in underneath there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Here we go.
I'm trying to get that to make another show.
Stand by.
Gotcha.
Here we go.
Unfocused TV.
My friend.
She's obnoxious.
All right, go in the
She gets
box.
drunk and saying no.
Go in the box. Just move that coat up. Move that coat just a little bit out.
Oh, the jacket's still in the shot.
Here, you can't get rid of it.
It didn't want to leave.
It didn't want to leave. I feel so bad for the jacket.
Where can I throw this guy? I'm now Harry's wardrobe guy.
All
So we'll
right.
talk casting and acting,
Sure.
modeling, interesting stories.
Yeah.
All right. Just don't sit forward. Sit like level, perfect. Something like that.
Good posture, AK.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't have
Rolling
that.
over here, rolling box, stream it.
Training
Here
and boxing.
we go. When you're ready.
I'll introduce. I mean, I'll say the show. And then
Mariano.
I'll say the show, and then you'll introduce him.
Okay.
Go ahead. Wait. I was not focused. You sure you're planed out? Now, Harry's not. You guys back forward. Try to find that focus area, and then we'll lock it. Right, sort of there. Oh, no,
Just stay in focus. Isn't that weird?
You're glowing.
There
Oh, it's right
There we
here.
go.
You're glowing.
I'm going.
Right, hold on. Not yet. Here we go.
Why is Harry so in focus and Kelly's not?
There we go.
There you go. Yeah. All
I
right.
don't know. It like focuses right left.
Go when you're ready.
Hey guys, welcome back to hashtag Harry and Kelly on Focus TV Network.
Today we have a very special guest. We have Josel Mariano. He's an
Hello.
amazing casting director, actor extraordinaire, and model and photographer. There he is.
He's definitely a
Jack of
model.
all trades. Jack of all trades.
You are.
I know. I try to be.
You're good at everything.
I think in Hollywood you have to be a little bit of everything. You have to just be able to do everything. You know what I mean?
I
Else you
think
fall
so.
through the cracks. I think.
Yeah.
I think so.
And you also, I think, look like a fitness guru. I don't know if you are.
That is
but
such a lie.
you-
that is very much a
You
lie.
are the most
do. I saw you
chiseled
on
man I've
Instagram's
ever
nuts.
seen.
Yeah, you know what it is?
Besides Harry,
It's
of
a lot of
Besides me.
a lot of chicken nuggets, a lot of French fries.
He eats junk food,
I eat
and
a
he
lot
has
of junk food.
Really?
an
Yeah,
8-pack.
yeah, a lot of junk food. I think that was the secret.
See, I joke about having an 8-pack, but I really have like a 3-pack.
a 3 is a good
I
start.
keep on lying
A
to all
3
the
is a good start.
viewers.
You gotta start somewhere.
Well, it's
I know.
It's Hollywood. You got to fake it till you make it, right? It's okay.
You have
It's
to.
okay.
You have to.
But you are always
yeah.
like so jacked. I remember I met you on set for a film.
That's
and
right,
You
yeah,
were
yeah.
a robot, and you were like this
Yeah,
buff
yeah. I mean,
person.
I have just always been skinny, you know? And I think being skinny, you just automatically look buff. You know what I mean? So even if I'm not strong, which usually I'm not, I just look like I am, which is great. It's
All
good genes, I
right.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Same
think
with me. I'm really strong. I just don't look like I am.
you look strong here. Don't
I
lie.
did- yeah. That's why I took the jacket off.
Guns.
Welcome to the
I know. I'm usually not allowed to bring weapons where I go.
We made
But,
an
you know,
exception today, I think.
They
so
are a
we
little
can show
loaded
these.
today.
Yeah, yeah.
I went to the gym, so they got.
You knew I was coming, so you wanted to impress me. That's right.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
weapons of mass
And you guys
destruction
got it.
right here.
You guys both on the fashion game as well, which
Yeah.
is nice. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Kelly asked me if I wanted to dress up or down, and I was like, Kelly, I'm dressing up for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
sure.
You never.
Yeah, it's awesome. You're
Never
rocking the
disappoint.
suit. Are you the host now?
I could be. So how are you guys doing today?
Actually, he can do everything, so we're out of jobs.
Oh yeah, we're out of jobs.
He can do it all. He's
You know,
great.
Yeah.
I just like to do anything, try anything once. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm good at them. The things I'm good at, I stick with. You know.
Hey,
Well, especially with casting, that's such a strange world.
Oh, it is a
that
strange
most
world.
people know
Very, very
nothing
real.
about.
that
we
is
always,
that is a really tough world.
We
Yeah,
always see
yeah.
actors being interviewed, but we never really see casting
Yeah, sure.
directors. What do you have any funny stories? So basically, you get thousands of submissions
Thousands.
and submissions for
Thousands.
people you at home. It's headshots, resumes,
Tons.
height, weight, all that stuff,
Yep.
and you have to sift through.
It is
thousands and
very
thousands of
crazy.
people.
Yeah, so I will get maybe 2,000, 3,000 headshots at the beginning, and I have to sift through those and call people in. Sometimes that's 200,
And it's like
300.
40 people you audition.
200, 300, usually for print. So I do print and commercial
Oh,
stuff. I've
commercials.
done one feature. The feature is like, there's maybe 20, 30 you call in a day. But for print, you just
column in, and it's just a
You just look at
column.
them and that's it.
Yeah.
You just look at them.
You look at them real quick, and usually
How do you
can
decide
tell.
right away? Because I've been some of those and they ask you, what are your hobbies and
Right.
interests? Why?
Doesn't matter. Those things
your
don't matter.
voice.
They just want to hear you talk, see
Yeah.
if you're comfortable in front of the camera. It is honestly just filler, just to see.
What
if
would you
can
recommend
talk.
saying in those?
You know, just say something funny. Say something that makes you kind of unique, makes them laugh. You know what I mean? Something that's not
see.
the norm. Like, I like to go to the beach. Yeah,
That's a
of
good
course,
tip.
it's
That's a good
California.
tip.
I'm gonna go to the beach. Anybody's gonna go to the beach.
I like to
you know?
wash my grandma's armpits. Like,
Exactly. Something that'll make
Okay.
them remember.
Really?
You know what I
You would
mean?
do that?
You could do that.
I
You
would
could do
say
that.
it. My grandma would be mad if she knew.
But you would say that to casting?
Yeah,
100% say that to
anytime
casting.
I book a job, it's because I say something
say something
weird.
stupid,
But
like-
I think you told me to do that.
Exactly.
And I do that.
There was a commercial I was auditioning for, and they asked me to tell them what my favorite thing to do in the summer was, and I said,
Instead of going to the beach, you said
yeah, I
something.
said I like to go to YouTube and watch people play video games, and I ended up booking a commercial. So it doesn't matter. Like everybody was saying, I go to the beach, I like to run.
Yeah, they
I
don't
like
want you to be honest. That's not what they're looking
No,
for.
Just say something funny.
But
Like
yeah,
they just want to
or
see you say something
interesting.
cool. You
Yeah.
know. There's also a level where you go too far in that direction. I was casting for a big grocery store, like a supermarket commercial, and we wanted real families, so we called in families. A family came in, and each member brought groceries from the store, and they sat on the couch, and they were holding like
bless.
hot dogs
Yes.
and milk and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, what do you guys like to do together as a family on the weekend? They said, we love to go to blank supermarket and shop for groceries together as a family. And I was like, you guys are doing too much. Like, that's too far in the direction of trying
Wow.
to kiss the client's
Yeah, then
butt,
you're
you
like,
know what
I'm
I
not
mean?
going to give you that.
Trying
yeah.
too hard.
Yeah.
There's just a level of trying too hard. So
Yeah.
casting has really taught me so much about the industry. It's the biggest learning I've ever had. And I would attribute a lot of the success I've been able to have through casting and seeing what you look for on that side of the
Yes.
see what matters, see what doesn't matter, see what doesn't translate well to the camera and whatnot. So
Yeah.
biggest learning, and the reason why I'm able to do all the things I'm able to do is because I've learned so much through that. For sure.
What would be some tips you have? for
Yeah.
actors? It'd be don't try too hard.
Don't try
probably.
too hard.
Okay.
Like I hate when actors come into a room and they come over to the table and shake my hand. Like somebody's told them like, hey,
You're
when
not
you go
allowed to
the
shake
thing-
hands
It-
with casting, I
yeah,
hear.
it's just
Well, then you have to
weird.
shake 200
Everybody's
people's
hand, and it's
hand,
like
yeah.
I don't know where your hand has
Or,
been.
or what if they say, because I've done this,
What have you done, Harry?
and
Could you see Harry going on?
Yes. I'm Harry. How you doing?
Hi.
no,
Nice to
no, no,
meet you.
I did, is that what you were looking for in the character, or should I do it another way?
You know, that's okay. That's not
That's
terrible.
okay?
That's not terrible.
Oh, okay.
That's
All
not,
right,
that's
good.
not a terrible thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but
I'm
usually
just-
they will give you direction if you need it. You know, like you don't have to ask. Like sometimes they just want to see you in and out.
Is it just
you know?
whoever keeps their mouth shut and acts most naturally
Right.
the most?
I
That's
don't need
it.
small talk. I don't need you to come in and tell me about your life and blah blah blah. If I ask, then go ahead. You know what I mean? But you don't need to like make an impression on me. Make an impression on me through your act and through your
And that
craft.
kind of stuff can, even if they have a great performance, but if they do that, can that still keep you from not hiring them, even if the performance was good?
Very, very rarely, and if they're over the top. Usually, we as cast members are trying to find someone to book the job. If you do the job well, we're gonna call you back. You know what I mean? I want someone who can do the
Yeah.
job.
It's
If
hard
your
to find the right
personality
person.
sucks, then you know, if it sucks too much, then no one's gonna want you on set for 12 hours a day. You know what I mean? So that will edge
So
you in the
yeah,
other direction.
you're looking for somebody who can.
Who
You
can do
can
both?
hang with on set. That's
Right.
kind of the thing
Oh.
that I've been taught is like be the person they want to chill with.
Exactly.
Be energetic
exactly.
but not too eager.
This is only for
Right.
commercials,
Yeah.
though. I don't think it's as. Or is that the same thing for everything?
It's very similar to
movie's
theatrical,
more.
yeah. Maybe because you're on
You're
set for like
hanging out for
14
weeks.
days, you know,
Yeah.
30 days in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
And especially for getting called back to something or getting called directly by the producer or director, if you were a pain to work with on set, no one's going to want to call you
Yeah.
back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those are the best because you don't have to audition. You usually go straight to callback or director's read or such.
Oh my
So,
God, they keep calling you back in for
yeah,
things.
if you're a good person, you know, you might have had a small role, they'll call you back for a bigger something. You know.
Wow.
Just be a good person. That's all it
Yes.
is. In all areas of life, just be a good person.
Just be a.
and things will happen for you, I think. You know, that's what I try.
That's a Giselleism. Everyone listen.
Yeah,
That's so
I'm
cool.
trying to preach right now. I'm sorry.
I know, I love it. No, it's true. Everyone should.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everyone just relax a little bit. I like
Exactly.
that. You're
Relax a little
you're
bit.
always like very in control.
Yeah, you know, I try to be, especially in LA where everything is so out of your control. You know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah.
Like you just have to go with it sometimes. Like the biggest learning or the biggest hurdle for me moving to LA was the traffic because I didn't realize I'd be sitting in traffic for so long, so many hours of the day. And once I got to realize, you know what, I'm just gonna sit in the traffic, it became fine.
Embrace it.
Embrace the
Yeah.
traffic. No, you're
Yeah.
gonna sit in traffic for an
Yeah.
hour. Give yourself an extra hour. It's fine.
One thing that was always really interesting that you told me a few years ago is when you first started acting, you were given auditions of stereotypical Asian male
Right.
roles.
Right.
And that you would turn them down, and you still do, you turn them down because you would say, no, I'm a leading man.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter what my ethnicity is.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there should be better roles offered for my ethnicity. And I feel like you single-handedly have done a lot to
Yeah.
help. I mean, just you saying no,
Right.
I'm not going to take the stereotypical role as being open up doors for other people and yourself. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely something. It's like a moral moral standard I hold myself to, because right now the industry is not great for Asian Americans or many other minorities, whatnot. Right now we are often given the smaller roles and they're reduced to just like you said the stereotypical Asian roles. I mean, it's great to
A lot
have
of
at least
comedy
something.
roles,
a lot
right?
of comedy roles, a lot of just like heavy accent, the nerdy guy, or
Nerdy
whatever.
guy.
Yeah, I used to get called in a lot for Asian Thug 2, Asian Thug 3, and whatnot. And that stuff, it just wouldn't resonate with me. You know what I mean? I wanted to try to change the
into
landscape
the
of the
leading
industry
man
a little bit.
types.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And I mean, it takes that that kind of person to say no sometimes and wait for the bigger things to come in to change something. And it's very hard. But also being Asian in Hollywood, it's honestly one of the things that attributed to my success a little bit because the pool of actors is so small. There are very few Asian Americans that are in the
Yes.
industry. So when a role does come up, granted it's a small one, the people I'm competing against are maybe the same 5 people that I know, the same 5
Yeah.
talented Asian Americans. But making steps in the right direction, I think, is a good thing. And it's just holding yourself to a standard. Like Peter Dinklage said, he wouldn't do the dwarf, the goofy dwarf comedy
Oh,
roles.
and anything.
Yeah, he would turn those down early in his career because he said, "Hey, I'm better."
he doesn't wanna-
than this. And obviously, we all know where Peter Dinklage is now. He's
Yeah.
in Game of Thrones and
He's a
one of the
leading
best
man.
characters in that show.
Yeah.
I love
He's
Peter
a
Dinklage.
great
Leading man.
He's
actor.
amazing in that show.
And he
it took
books
him
a
being
lot of
sad.
things now.
Yeah, he's in a lot of commercials. He's funny, but everybody takes him
funny.
seriously.
Yeah, they
because
take it
He took
seriously.
the stand to say, "Hey, I'm not going to play those clowns.
I'm not going to play
roles
those
as
same
Jesse
roles anymore.
Exactly. I
And
think
that's what you're
huge.
doing. You're setting the standard as well.
Trying to. It's a
like
slow
a
and steady
Marvel
process.
superhero.
That's what I want to book.
That's
is what I want
it.
to book.
Yes,
If I can
that's
book one of
it.
those roles,
Yes.
yeah, if I can book one of
But
those
but
roles,
how
it'd be
about
good.
how about people like Jet Li? Weren't they those?
He was, but did he ever have
Oh,
lines?
and
that
he's
you
doing the
remember?
karate. Yeah,
Right.
they booked him for the karate.
What were
And
the
same with
memorable
Jackie
Jet Li
Chan.
lines, you
Jackie
know what I
Chan,
mean?
the dancing, the drunken.
Exactly.
What is it? The drunken.
Drunken Master.
Drunken Master.
Great film, but yeah, again, he's just doing
Yes,
karate.
it's just that.
And
You know
it's
what I mean?
only a specific type of movie. It was
Right.
only like
It's a kung fu
movie.
flick.
But if they have
It's a
like one of
fighting
you guys
flick.
playing Spider-Man, that's what you're looking for.
Yes, that would be amazing. Where-
Gender neutral roles. That
Right.
could be anyone.
That's-
or not gender neutral. that too. That too.
ethnic neutral. Yeah, there you go.
They have gotten better these days with the ethnic. No,
They
that's for
usually have.
sure.
Yeah,
Enormously.
They've been taking a lot of steps.
They have taken a
of steps.
lot.
Yeah.
Like
They-
you'll never see a show like Friends anymore these days.
Yeah, for sure. Where
It's
it's,
like-
all whites. All whites,
Everyone
yeah.
in the whole apartment building
For
was.
sure.
Everybody in the
Everyone
coffee
in the
shop is
coffee
white.
shop.
Right. And it's just a stigma that we have to get over, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, there's this video that goes around on Facebook, and the question is, I think, are Asian males attractive? In the very beginning of the video,
Who would even like?
the very beginning of the video is a host coming up to some people on the street, these 3 girls, and they say, "Hey, would you date an Asian guy?" And then the 3 girls just start laughing. And my career is laser focused on the attitude that those 3 girls have. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to
Yeah.
try to do what I can to change that attitude right there. That
Yeah.
not all Asian males are the same, or we're not
Or
all
they're a
engineers or
stud.
whatever. You know, what can I say?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like a leading
Leading
male.
male.
There aren't a lot, are
There
there?
are not a lot. There are not a lot. Ken Watanabe, he's played some good roles.
He's great.
He was in Last Samurai, but he was a samurai. You know.
You see, oh my God! Thinking about that,
Right, he
it's
was-
crazy.
he was in Inception as
or
well,
they
that
make
was
him,
good.
but they make him like a ruthless businessman type. Like there's
Right.
no like just a normal, cool, chill guy. You don't
it's
see a lot of
very,
those
very
roles.
Yeah.
Super rare, super
Yeah.
rare. But
And you're like, yeah, he was in The Last Samurai.
yeah,
It's like, oh my
Samurai movie,
God.
which
Yeah.
a white guy.
Starred a white guy.
The Last Samurai starring a white guy.
Interesting.
The Great Wall, starring another white guy, right? Like
Yeah, Matt
Matt Damon.
Damon.
It's
Damon,
insane.
your doppelganger.
Oh yeah.
It's insane. I mean, I get it. He's handsome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
I think there's opportunity for us to grow as
You're
an
helping
industry.
change
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never noticed those things. It's really frustrating.
It's hard not to, and even I noticed it.
Is that what
because-
inspired you to become a casting director so you could try and?
Actually, no. I just fell into casting.
Oh, well, okay. You're like on a mission.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm casting Avengers now.
Yeah, if I get to do that, I'm casting myself, no questions asked. But yeah, it's a very uphill battle to climb, and I think we are slowly. getting
Dang, yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
really intense.
there. Just doing whatever I can, and a lot of that is just working on myself, working on my craft, going to the gym a lot, you know. that
Oh
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
hit the gym.
Yeah, because if I'm gonna be a superhero, I can't be a skinny, scrawny dude. I gotta
I'd
be-
play a great sidekick.
Yeah, you want to be my sidekick?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. Studio, I'll be any kick.
Dude, I'm so down.
I'll be your kickboard for studio.
Hey, if we make that movie, I'm sure people will watch it. They'll
Yeah.
watch it maybe for you. and
I'll
your
be the
eight-pack,
villain's
your three-pack
sidekick who
abs.
dies in like the middle. The middle of the movie, I'll die.
I think I would save you.
You
I
would?
think I would. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, no, you'd scoop him up in your arms.
Yeah.
And just
You know what I
have very
realized though?
big
I realized villains casting, they're not nice to villains. Villains never get to be in the sequel. They always die in the first one.
Always, man.
Yeah.
Always. But
Unless it's Star Wars.
It's great to be an iconic villain, like Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
Iconic.
You get
People
cast
know
as
that.
villain.
Oh.
I get a lot of
too.
villains.
You do?
I do get a
Yeah.
lot of villains. I think people have said it's.
Is it a lot of
Bone
martial
Strider.
arts? Do you do a lot of martial arts?
I've done martial arts in the past. I haven't done it recently because I had to protect this. So I
Protect the
stopped.
moneymaker.
Oh yeah, that's the LLC right there.
Yeah, exactly. But I do have the knowledge of it, so if I need to throw something out every now and then, I can do it.
That's
you know
awesome.
what I mean? But it's good to have in the back pocket. So I know how to do
Definitely.
archery. I know how to do. I do kickbox. I do jiu-jitsu, all that stuff. But I don't do it as my normal hobby. It's just in the back pocket.
In the back
case,
pocket.
And in the
somebody
back
wants,
pocket.
somebody needs it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good thing.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's so cool. So cool. I don't want the interview to be over. It has to be.
We're rapping already?
Is that really that? That
Yes,
was really fast.
I
so
know.
fast.
We zoomed
problem.
right by.
And I loved. Thank you so much for giving
Yes.
us insight on casting,
Of
on
course.
being
Yeah.
a leading man in Hollywood, and all of that. It was so much fun. Thank you, Giselle.
Thank you. It was
Thank
so
It was an honor.
insightful.
Seriously, it was an honor. To be
Oh,
It was
Thank you.
awesome. Thank you for coming. Nice meeting you.
here. Likewise.
Thanks for watching this episode.
And that's it.
Bye, guys.
That was really fast.
I know.
We're gonna do a quick intro for the episode.
Okay.
So say your name, what you like to be known for. You just had a great conversation with Harry and Kelly on their show.
Sounds
on Focus
good.
TV. We talked about this, and this. It's a cool episode. Stay tuned. And stay into the camera at the very end. Go for it.
Hey, my name is Josel Mariano. I am 5'10", and I'm auditioning for the role of talk show host for Harry and Kelly on Focus TV Network. Stay tuned to see if I get the part. And no, I'm not willing to shave. Cheers.
That was good. It was a casting.
Yeah. All right, couple pictures.
And you're not willing to shave.
I'm not willing to shave. Do you want to